welcome to the Miami Sports Vibes YouTube channel here for Week 13 picks and predictions, both straight up and against the spread. Last week against the spread, I went 10-3, absolutely killed it. Finally got that against the spread record, like I said I would, to positive, as you see on the bottom of the screen. Let's waste no time. I know 4 games have already kicked off. I didn't do so bad, but here were my picks. I picked Detroit on Thursday night, on Thursday, Thanksgiving. I picked the Bears plus 10. So I got 2 wins on that. I did pick Dallas, but however, I picked the Giants to cover the 3.5. They unfortunately lost that. And then I picked Green Bay in the night game, but I took Miami plus 3.5. I thought my boys would keep it close. Unfortunately, they didn't. So I did pick up that loss against the spread. And then Friday, I had Kansas City, but I had the Raiders plus the 13 points. I think the Raiders always play the Chiefs tough for some reason. I don't know why. So I decided to go with it. And hey, they should have freaking won at the end of the day. So in total, I ended up going 4-0 with the straight up picks. And then I went 2-2 against the spread. But let's dive into the Sunday slate to round off this Week 13 of the NFL season. So the first one we're going to start it with is the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are at home. Chargers are the favorite by 1.5. Coming off a loss against the Ravens on Monday Night Football. That was to be expected. Listen, the Chargers are tough, though. I like them on the bounce back spot. I understand they're playing on the road. I understand they have an injury there with J.K. Dobbins, but I still like this Chargers team to be able to stay to their identity. I still think they run the ball. I still think that they do good things on defense against Kirk Cousins. So I'm going to take the Chargers here and the Chargers minus the 1.5. Next, the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Patriots. The Patriots are home here. Drake May taking that L to the Miami Dolphins last week. This time, you're taking on the Colts and Anthony Richardson. He's been shaky all damn year, but I'm going to back him on this spot. Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Listen, the Texans losing to the Titans last week. What the hell was that about? Same scenario here. You're going against a crappy division opponent here. Now you're at their home. This is tough, man. I really don't like what I've seen from the Houston Texans. I expected a lot more from them. I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to take the Texans again. They have to win. They have to bounce back. They need something, but I'm going to take the Jaguars plus the 3.5 points here on this one. Next, the Seahawks against the New York Jets. This game is in MetLife. The Jets are coming off a bye week. Seattle is coming off a nice, impressive win against the Cardinals. Geno Smith coming back to MetLife. Oh, you know he's going to be fired up for this one. Listen, every time I feel like the Jets are going to win, they just lose every single time. I'm kind of feeling like they're going to win, but for that reason, I'm going to stop myself right there. I don't want to trust the Jets here. Let's just go with Geno Smith getting his revenge on the New York Jets. Give me the Seahawks and give me the Seahawks minus the 1.5. I think it's going to be an entertaining game, though. I'm very, looking forward to that one. Another game I'm looking forward to is this one right here. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Bengals in Cincinnati. The Bengals are favored by 2.5 points. They're at home here. They're at must-win territory right here. Listen, I'm going to back up the Bengals. I like the Steelers as a football team better than the Bengals, but the Bengals at home, division opponent. This is a must-win here for Joe Burrow. He's been playing lights out. I think they get the job done. Give me the Bengals, and I'm also going to lay the 2.5 for the Cincinnati Bengals as well. Line might go up to 3. Maybe I would take the Steelers there, but for right now, I'm laying the 2.5 points. The next game, the Tennessee Titans taking on the Washington Commanders. This game is in Washington. Washington is laying 6.5 points to the Tennessee Titans. As I mentioned, picking up the loss against the Cowboys. What's wrong with them? Listen, it's simple. Jaden Daniels is not healthy. He's not 100% healthy. It's obvious, all right? It's really, really obvious. I like them to bounce back and get the win. I'm also going to lay the 6.5. I think they can do it, but man, it really sucks to see Jaden Daniels out there. You could tell something is wrong with him. Next game, another freaking awesome game. The Cardinals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings are at home. They're favored by 3.5 points. Listen, I like this Cardinals team. Even though they lost to Seattle, I really like the way they play. I like their offense. I like their defense, and I like the way they've been coming along. The problem was Kyler Murray last week. Have a couple bonehead plays. I think he cleans that up. The Vikings are not that good. Give me the Cardinals with the hook. Give me the Cardinals plus 3.5. And for my straight pick, give me the Cardinals as well. I'm going to take the Cards on both sides. Next, the Tampa Bay Bucks laying 5.5 at the hands of the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. Carolina has looked better. They almost beat Kansas City. Bryce Young probably played his best game. I hope he continues and has another good game in store. I'm going to take the Bucks here, however, and I'm also going to lay the 5.5 with the Bucks. But I really hope Bryce Young really puts together a nice little game here. Rooting for that kid. Next, the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New Orleans Saints. The Rams are favored by 2.5 points. They're on the road in New Orleans. I like the Rams here. I'm going to lay the 2.5 and also pick the Rams to win this game. I don't trust the New Orleans Saints. I like what the Rams have here. They're also a team that's in must-win territory. I mean, they're in a division with Seattle, San Francisco, and the Cardinals, and they're all battling. So every game is very important for these teams. Next game, Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. Baltimore is laying 3 points here. This is going to be one of the best games that this week has in store for us. I mean, come on now. You're talking about top dogs on each conference here. They're not both, one seeds in each side, but they're top dogs. To me, you can argue these are the two best teams in the NFL at this point and have the two best running backs. You got Saquon Barkley, who's absolutely killing it, and you got Derrick Henry, who's absolutely killing it. Two best running backs in the league. You got, two rushing quarterbacks in Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. You got some solid defensive play. Obviously, both defenses have taken a step back. They're giving up a ton of yardage, but they have some solid playmakers on both sides. So this one is going to be a treat. And it's in Baltimore. Listen, I'm going to take the Ravens to win this game, but I'm going to take the Eagles plus the 3. I hope this game lives up to the expectation because this one could be awesome. So I got the Ravens and the Eagles plus the 3. Sunday Night Football, we got snow in store apparently for this one. San Francisco going to Buffalo against the Bills. Bills are favored by 5.5 points. Snow is expected in this game, and that obviously favors the freaking Buffalo Bills. I'm going to take the Bills on this one, and I'm also going to lay the 5.5 points. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Bills are coming off a bye week as well, so more of a reason to take on Buffalo. Cleveland Browns, man, after playing last Thursday, picking up the win on the upset against the Steelers, which I took them to cover, and they, messed around and won that game. Now they get a lot of time off because they don't play until Monday night. They're coming in fresh. I mean, the Cleveland Browns should be absolutely happy. This line's at 5.5. Denver is awesome. Their defense is good. Bo Nix has really started to figure things out. Cleveland's coming off a nice little win and extra time off. So I'm taking the plus 5.5 here. I like this spot for Cleveland. I think they keep it close. Maybe they even win this game. Maybe they lose by 3 points, but the 5.5 points with all that extra rest, I like the spot for the Browns. Give me the Browns plus the 5.5, but I'm taking the home team and the Denver Broncos to get the job done and pick up that W. So those are my Week 13 NFL picks and predictions, both straight up and against the spread. Guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what's your upset of the week. Is it Cleveland? Is it Arizona? Is it Jacksonville? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel and hit that thumbs up button to support the show. I will highly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys right here.